Most founders sound exactly like the competition. If you want to be competitive in a crowded market, you can't just be better, you have to be different. I'm your host, Cameron Olds.
And I'm Dallin Merrill, and we're here to talk about how you can avoid being mistaken for your competition, differentiate your brand, and ultimately create a lasting competitive advantage for yourself in the market.
Welcome to Differentiate or Die. This episode of Differentiate or Die is brought to you by MessageOS. And by brought to you by, we mean written by.
If your team describes your product 10 different ways, your product is no longer differentiated. It's confusing, and so are your customers.
MessageOS helps big teams keep every sales deck, social caption, and support reply on message and on brand.
Clear, consistent, differentiated. Every time someone talks about you.
See how it works at protagonistcomms.co.
Good morning, Cameron.
Daryl, good morning. How are we?
Good. How are you? Okay, I know you're not a sports person, Cameron, but is there any sports team that you do enjoy watching?
Any sports team I do enjoy watching? I enjoy watching like individual sports. So I'm way into UFC and mixed martial arts. Super big into that. That's not like a team though.
No, okay, but that's a good question. Are there sponsors for UFC? Like who's their main sponsor? Who sponsors most of their people?
Monster Energy Drink sponsors a lot of them. And I think that the main, for a while, I think it was Adidas that sponsored all of the apparel. But now it's a company called Venom, if you've heard of Venom.
No.
So all the compression shorts and the trunks they wear in the octagon, those are all Venom. So I'm a big fan of UFC. I really like UFC.
Interesting. What else does Venom do? Do they just do clothing?
I have no idea what Venom does, actually. I only see him on UFC stuff. I have no idea what else they do.
Huh.
I assume it's apparel, something comparable to Adidas or Nike or something. When the Olympics roll around, I do like watching the Team USA swim team because I swam in high school. So I do like that. And I do think they're sponsored by Nike.
Oh, fun. I love that. Okay, so what do you think, Cameron?
Are we doing Nike versus Adidas?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no. This is going to be so hard. I have no idea.
I'm actually excited about this. I'm optimistic because I'm hoping they're pretty good because they've been here a long time, and not only that, they are all about branding, right? Most of what they do is all about the look, the feel, I don't know, it just feels like a company like Nike or Adidas has to be really good. Yeah. With how it messages their products. So I'm optimistic, but sounds like you're less than optimistic.
I think, I don't know what the difference is between Nike and Adidas on a functional level. I'm sure that there are athletes out there that will scream at me and tell me that Nike is lighter or Adidas is more comfortable or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. I don't see any of that stuff touted in either of their marketing. So I don't know what would make them different off the top of my head. And maybe they're big enough where, they're not worried about that too much. But yeah, I've been dreading this one. I've seen it on the website. I've seen it on the episode schedule for a while, and I've just been dreading it, dude. Oh man, this is going to be hard.
Well, I would disagree with this one. I think last time we decided that some companies could potentially be big enough where it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Too many competitors in this space, man.
Super hot, yeah. Super congested. So many companies.
Yeah, it's and you can't be this is a industry where you could be beat out. Where if you are choosing between Nike or Adidas, you've got to know why, right? Why are you choosing one over the other? People will go to Nike or Adidas over the other, right? Mm-hmm. I know plenty of people who are Nike people. I know plenty of people who are Adidas people. I definitely think that you have to try to win over the market as much as possible. Nike's feeling it right now. I mean, they've just their stock has been so bad.
Why?
oh my goodness, they've just made so many mistakes.
Oh man,
yeah.
where have I been? I have no idea.
Yeah. I'm optimistic that they'll turn it around again, but it's really hard to tell. They kind of pulled out of a lot of their sponsorships and like running clubs and stuff like that. And so other companies like Hoka and all these up and newcomers have kind of stepped in and been like, okay, well, if Nike, like they left, they tried to do online, like primarily, like they tried to change their distribution from in-store to online because it gives them more of the profit. Right now they're not having to go through a shoe company to sell their shoes. They're like, oh, we're big enough that people are just going to buy our shoes on our online because they like us so much, and it completely failed. And they've made other stuff too. Like they've made so many mistakes, and then they like just decide, oh, like this is going to fix it, and it makes it worse. So, we'll see where they actually go. None of that actually has to do with the messaging, but they've really been struggling as of late because of their business strategies. So, just to recap on the two companies, don't want to overblow it because if you want to read more about the history, like Nike has an amazing book called Shoe Dog. If you want to go read it, that tells you all about the history. It's so good. I love that book. But they were started in 1964 in Beaverton, Oregon. Their first big break was the Oregon Ducks, right? Like the green color, it was kind of iconic. And then, I could totally go into, I can geek out on these two companies. And then Adidas was founded in 1949 in Germany, and they're publicly traded as well. So, yeah.
Were they a wartime company? No, hang on. What did you say? 49?
1949. Yeah, I know less about.
Never mind.
Yeah, I know less about Adidas, but it was founded by a guy named Adolf.
Oh no. Poor Adolf.
He goes by Addy now, so.
Okay,
Addy. But there's also the feud between Adidas and Puma, right? Because they were brothers and they separated. So there's a whole story there as well. So many stories to tell about these two companies. They are not boring companies. They are very fun. But that's all history, right? History matters. People will pay or will buy because of that. But in general, we're going to dive deep into the messaging today and see how these two companies do with trying to decide, are you an apple or are you an orange? Or are you both just apples?
Let's look at Nike's website. Let's jump in.
Okay, let's take a look.
Man, I am bracing for impact. I hope I'm pleasantly surprised.
All right.
Oh, frick.
Oh, my goodness.
Same thing.
The rotating banner.
Rotating
the Hooper's blueprint. Okay, so there's a picture for those of you listening of a video that just says the Hooper's blueprint. Build your game. Build your game like the best in Sabrina's latest collection.
The frick is Sabrina?
I have no idea, Cameron.
Okay.
But
it's the rotating banner. They've committed the cardinal sin of websites. They have just had the stupid rotating banner. No messaging wherever. It doesn't even need to be. You could still have the rotating banner. Just have a fixed section with a little bit of your product language, a little bit of your hero language. Actually, just kidding. Make it your product language. Make it how you're differentiated. Just put that in a font above it, and you can still keep your stupid rotating hero banner. Just freaking tell everyone how you're different right up front. We're not asking for much.
I would actually love that. A rotating banner, one with your product language, one with your problem language. That would kind of be fun, like answer solution type of rotating banner.
I actually dig that.
Yeah,
Protagonist website 3.0.
Yeah, maybe, Cameron. That'd be kind of fun. Although, just a general, this is just a design thing. the rotating banners go too fast. They're hard to read. Like to me, they confuse.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just I hate rotating banners. Just give it one focused thing. Just one focused thing is all you need.
Yeah,
all you
I
need.
completely agree.
And for you marketing people that are listening to this and you're like snitching and moaning about, oh no, you have to show multiple products at once. No, just have a little bit of discipline. Just know exactly what you want to do. The rotating banner is just you being indecisive and stupid. So
yeah, and I think a lot of it comes down to money, right? Like, this guy might be famous or something. I don't know. And so they're like, we're going to show you on the front page but also we can't get rid of this. Like, this has done really well in the past.
Know. It's like,
so
shut
it's
up.
like,
just pick one. Just pick one. Seriously, it's competing priorities. It's unfocused and it's, change my mind. Come at me in the comments. I don't even care. I'm right. I know I'm right, and you're 100% wrong.
I agree.
What's below the fold?
Well, yeah, let's take a look.
More products.
Yep, products, run supported, first day flex. So you've got running and then basketball focused advertisements.
Back to school. Shop golf, shop basketball, shop training. Good deal.
And then
shoes.
Yeah, a bunch of shoes on their banner. And then the Nike symbol.
Super basic.
Yeah.
I'm curious what their about page says about Nike. What does that say? Will we get more information there if you scroll all the way to the bottom? About Nike under company.
Okay.
Over. We serve kids, pros, dreamers, coaches, men, beginners, rebels, athletes. If you have a body, you're an athlete. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Nike. I know some people that got bodies, but definitely are no athlete. Alicia Gray is leveling up her game, so is basketball player.
Okay.
From the newsroom. Okay, so that's like newsroom stuff, press, exclusive interviews. Okay, so there's nothing. Again, this is where I think their assumption is we're big enough we don't have to talk about why we're different. And so they just throw a bunch of like PR, Nike in the news type stuff or inside our design and innovation.
Yeah.
Have you heard this before, Daryl? I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's kind of overhyped and stupid when people say it now. Like if I'm in a meeting and someone tells me, you know what, Nike is not actually a shoe company. It's a design company. I'm like, shut the frick up, dude. Shut up. Shut up. Stop talking. The minute you say that, you're freaking dead to me. I won't listen to you for the rest of the meeting. That is utterly, what an asinine thing to say. Gosh. It's like, it may be insightful 10 years ago. Now, just move on to something else. I'm in combative mode today. I love this. Let's keep going.
I agree. No, I think that there was this shift of like, okay, let's take what they do really well, which is design, and just build off of that. And that was kind of unique a little while ago, but so many companies just try to do like too much. It's like, no, like they're not. Like, why are we trying to get bigger when we can niche down? Because that's really when they'll find their expertise, because now they're competing with all the other companies. So I don't know. I really think that was a strategy that is now way too overhyped. I completely agree with you.
Okay, so what do you think if you're a company like Nike that has or had historically a huge percentage of market share, like you don't need to worry about differentiation that much. Like, does the game change when you get big?
I mean, it doesn't mean you can't have more products, right? Like,
I think the game changes.
No, it doesn't, Cameron. And here's why. Like, we were just talking about Venom coming in, right? Why are they coming in?
I don't know.
I mean,
Why?
my opinion, I could be wrong, but like, they came in and said, we are a better match for you, right? We're a better match for UFC because this is all we care about, right? Like, we care about fighting. Like, that's what our branding's all about. Venom, right? Like, that sounds like a UFC thing. So, like, why go with these big brands like Nike and Adidas when you can niche down and be like, oh, we're Venom. Like, this is a much better sponsor.
Right, yeah, for sure. Well, here's what I'm wondering is, yes, I agree. If you are entering a really contested marketplace and there's lots of bigger companies above you that already are established and have market share, yes, differentiation is 100% absolutely key. You have to have it. But when we were talking about Feastables versus Hershey, you were like, I wonder how bugged by Feastables Hershey is. Is it just a little fly? Is it annoying? Or are they actually doing some damage? And I think that would be the question that would answer my question is like, are the smaller companies like Venom doing Nike some harm? Is it death by 1,000 paper cuts where slowly their base is being eroded by a bunch of different players? Or are they like, I'm just so big, I have so much inertia, it would take like an act of God to like remove me from the market, you know?
Yeah, I think there are some industries like that. This is not one of them.
You don't think so? I know nothing about this industry, so I'm going to rely on you here.
There's way too many players in the clothing industry, right? Like, there's just way too many. Like, you have to continuously compete. And if you have one market, then that's what you need to capitalize on it hard. So let's take a look at Adidas and see what they do.
Let's do it. This is good. Adidas. I've heard it pronounced Adidas. Is that really the right way?
No. People just like being funny.
It's American.
Okay, well, okay, for those of you that can't see, there's a banner that says Superstar, and then Superstar because icons were the original icon, men's, woman, kids, picture of their shoe. It's all black and white.
Yeah. It looks like they have a new line with the original, like, is that like the 3-leaf something from logo from back in the day that they're trying to bring back or something?
Yeah. So, I mean, really vague, like not really any messaging. I mean, it's a little bit different visually because of the black and white, but pretty much no difference. No difference, but no clarity. Like, I don't know what's different about Adidas versus Nike. Yeah.
They're guilty as sin, just like Nike. What's below the fold? Same thing. Just collections of things.
Yep. I know about this one. I've been looking up on this. They just came out. So Adidas is a huge sponsor of MLS.
Oh, cool.
They do all their jerseys and everything, and they just came out with a bunch of retro jerseys, so way back in time. So,
and it's the archive collection is what we're looking at right now.
Yep. And so you can see
cool,
the Revolution, the Colorado Rapids. They're pretty cool jerseys, actually.
They're actually really cool. I dig them.
Yeah, me too. It's a pretty cool throwback. A lot of people have liked that. Like that they did that.
So I would say no. I mean, like, equal the messaging on Nike. There's just no messaging. It does not exist. Clarity equals 0. And therefore differentiation equals 0, at least on the website.
Yeah. Oh, this is funny.
What the heck?
Prime, like fast free delivery. They're advertising for Amazon.
That could be a differentiated deal. If they were 100% on Prime or had some type of deal with Amazon and that was their sales channel, like, well, it's not. That's more of a fulfillment channel.
Yeah.
But it could be differentiated, I think. That could be interesting if that's like an exclusive thing they have.
Okay, I want to read this real quick. At the very bottom, there's a pretty big paragraph. It says sneakers, activewear, and sporting goods, calling all athletes, I hate that, gear up for your favorite sport with Adidas sneakers and activewear for men and women, from running to soccer and the gym to the trail. Performance workout clothes and shoes keep you feeling your best. Find sport-specific sneakers to support your passion and shop versatile activewear and accessories that support everyday comfort. Adidas has you covered with world-class performance, quality, and unmatched comfort to fit your style. Explore the full range of Adidas gear today. Well, I mean, this is the first piece of
messaging we actually have.
Messaging founded on performance. Yeah.
And Nike isn't like whatever. Like you don't think Nike's founded on performance? Like shut up. Who writes this crap at Adidas and Nike? It's like, do you think Nike wasn't founded on performance? You think Puma wasn't founded on performance? It's like you're such an like, unless they're not playing the game because they think. But I mean, to your point, maybe it is a game they should be playing is the differentiation game, especially with Nike and Adidas being as hotly contested as they are. It's like Apple and Android. You have to, you're either Apple, you're Android, you're either Adidas or you're Nike. It's like you should be differentiated. So like, who the frick is writing this crap? Who did the product team fall asleep at the wheel? Is the product marketing team just completely like oblivious to the fact that to everyone there's just there's a freaking difference?
Oh, totally agree. So maybe this is something they could do. I don't know about Adidas, but for Nike, their whole thing has been just do it, right? Like that's their slogan. That's their everything. So is there a differentiating factor in that somehow? Like, is there a market that is all about like starting things, like just getting things done? Is that enough?
No, a tagline? No, you can't differentiate yourself off a tagline.
I know, but then like building off of that tagline to be like, hey, we're all about a market that wants to get into active sports, like getting into it, like some of the, I don't know, probably not. I'm just trying to spitball.
The only way, and I think Venom's a great example, actually. Can I share my screen with Venom?
Yes, please.
I think that, so I know it's Nike and Adidas is what we're talking about today, but I think Venom is a fantastic example of how everyone in the sporting goods, apparel, athletic gear industry should be thinking about this. Just kidding. Oh, what is it? Oh, in the tab above everyone else, like where all the tabs are, it has like the little descriptor text or whatever. I don't think you can see it, but it says it's the world's leading combat sports something. The world's leading combat sports outfitter, I think, is what it is. And so it is about combat sports. They've niched down by target audience. So they're not doing, I guess they're doing football. Maybe that counts as combat. Football could be simulated combat. But like UFC, so down here you can see that it's all their products are based off of combat sports. So you've got rash guards for wrestling and for grappling, like jiu-jitsu. You've got like fighting shorts. And then there was like boxing. Here, let's take a look. Yes, so there's boxing sleeveless hoodies for when you're in the gym boxing. So it's all like they're niching down into a target audience of combat sports. Or sorry, a target segment of combat sports has completely informed the way they do their product. It's all about rash guards. It's all about combat shorts. It's all about shin guards and hand wraps and gis. Like, look at all this stuff. It's super, super cool.
Oh yeah, it's just a better fit, right? Like, if I'm going to play football, like I'm going to wear this instead. Like,
so, I mean, they're guilty as well as everyone of not having any messaging. I mean, kind of in the back from the cage. So the H1 says, from the cage to the gridiron. Do you even know what the heck that word means?
No.
I have no idea. Anyway, but it's like a split image. There's a UFC fighter on the left side and there's a football player on the right-hand side. So, I mean, you can kind of get there, but a little bit of messaging would be nice. But yeah, dude, I'm just like, this is what Nike should do. And I think maybe I'd be interested to see if like Nike sponsors more football teams, because I know that Adidas is really big into soccer and MLS. So maybe they differentiated themselves that way. And I know, so what I'm about to ask next, or what I'm about to say, I know would like freak out the CMO. But I'm like, you should just lean into that. Nike is a football apparel and outfitter. That's it. Or at least in messaging, because I'm sure like you could have all these products or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what your business segments are, or how much revenue is coming from which, but I'm just like, you gotta niche down somehow.
I mean, I think they're basketball. I think Nike's.
Nike's basketball.
Yeah, I would say that's their. I mean, they came out with Air Jordan, like that's.
Oh yeah.
They're definitely more of a basketball brand, but then do that right. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't mean you can't make the other products, but.
Right. Anyway, back. I mean, I'm gonna give them both zeros across the board. I didn't see anything that made me like, oh, Nike is better this way and Adidas is better this way. And they clearly told me which is which. Like, they suck. Zeros across the board for me. They suck.
They weren't clear. Like, I kind of knew what they do because they had footwear primarily on their website. But yeah, I mean, I would maybe give them a 1 for clarity and then 0 for differentiation.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Oh man, it's so bad, so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Cameron.
Maybe it wasn't as hard as I thought, but the outcome was almost there.
Yeah.
Listen, if there's someone listening that like knows, well, Daryl, you know it better. You're in this world. Like, you get this. Like, if I was going to say, if there's someone listening that's like, no, Nike's different because of this, like, you got to tell me or got to tell us.
I mean, I do think they're different. Like, I think Nike is basketball and Adidas is soccer.
Okay.
Like, I really do. Like, I think that
could make sense.
Adidas was a European country, right? Or a European company, and it's all about soccer over there.
Right.
Nike was a very much a United States company that, I mean, it wasn't just basketball.
Started with
like
shoes.
It was football too, kind of. But yeah, I mean, it's soccer was big. But basketball, like if you think about Nike, you think about Air Jordans. Like that's probably a bigger brand than Nike is, if I'm being honest.
Probably.
And so I would just go do that. It doesn't mean people aren't going to buy your soccer cleats or your whatever, but niche down into that basketball sector on your messaging, on your primary stuff. It's okay to message your primary products as your company. Like, that's fine. That's totally okay. And you can still have other products and have sub-messaging brands for those products and why they're better than your other, than the competitors as well. That's totally okay.
Yeah, you got it. You 100% have it. That's how it should be done. Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, it's like for soccer, they could be like, hey, like I mean, every product doesn't have to be so different. Like every product, just be clear at least. At the very least, to be like, our soccer cleats are pretty dang cool. Look, I don't know, but whatever. But for their basketball, they've got to show their differentiating factor that this is what 100%. We do. This is what we do as a company. So I think that's really, really important. So thanks for joining us all today. If you guys have similar questions about your own company, please hit us up at protagonistcomms.co, and we will look at not only you, but your competitors and see if you're different than any of them. Thanks for stopping by.
Peace.